Commissioner Secretary, Commerce and Industry, Vikramjit Singh Sahab, Director General of FIO, Dr. Sahai Sahab, Managing Director of J&K Trade Promotion Organization, Sudarshan Kumar Sahab, officials of the J&K government, senior officials of FIO, guests from various parts of the world participating in this buyer-seller meet, buyers from other parts of the country, exporters, handicraft, people, members of self-help groups, other sellers and manufacturers. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning and Assalamu alaikum to all of you. First and foremost, let me add my own words of welcome to all our distinguished guests from various parts of the world who have come to Srinagar under the umbrella of FIO to participate in this buyer-seller meet. My association with FIO now goes back 25 years when I started in the Ministry of Commerce and Industry way back in 1999. One of the first organizations that I came to interact with, and one of the organizations that I had the maximum interaction with was FIO, and I'm glad that this buyer-seller meet has given me an occasion to renew my association with this very important and vital organization tasked with helping to promote exports from various parts of the country. Jammu and Kashmir has traditionally been an exporter, but not through the traditional route of exports. Traditionally, particularly from Kashmir, our buyers came to us. They bought in small amounts, but they went back from here, and for all intents and purposes, it was export. We didn't rely on organized buyer-seller meets such as these. We rarely, if ever, participated in handicraft fairs. More often than not, we didn't even have to go to look for buyers, because buyers automatically came to us. They came in the shape of tourists, but along with being tourists, they became our buyers. And in some instances, lifelong relationships were formed that exist even till today. But then dark clouds emerged, tourism all but dried up, and that old way of selling our products was no longer available to us. We had to innovate, we had to go and look for our markets, and our handicrafts people who could rely on consumers or customers coming to them had to pack their products, carry them on their shoulders, and start traveling to various parts of the country, in fact to many parts of the world, to try and rebuild the old linkages that allowed us to sell our products. In this, the government, when I was in the Commerce and Industries Ministry, Government of India, we started this process of organizing buyer-seller meets here in Jammu and in Srinagar, essentially to build the sort of relationships that we hope this buyer-seller meet is able to build, which is to bring together our manufacturers, our handicraft people, And in this buyer-seller meet, we've actually gone one step further. We've opened the doors to manufacturers or artisans hitherto kept out from this. Earlier, our buyer-seller meets were linked to buyers coming from other parts of the country or other parts of the world, and your traditional handicrafts people. This buyer-seller meet, you will now find, and you'll be able to interact with our self-help groups. Women, largely women, in far-flung rural areas. The attempt is to try and correct what Sahai Saab pointed out, that 98% of our exports come from 4 districts. If you take away Kathua, Samba, Jammu and Srinagar, you're left with 2% export. Now, how do we grow this? How do we increase the number of exporters? Because Government of India has set a very ambitious target for us to double our exports, if I'm correct, by 2030, which leaves us with 4 years to do this. Obviously, we aim to help those who are already exporting, but we also need to create exporters out of people who aren't exporting right now, for whom their market is either confined to Jammu and Kashmir or at the most some parts of the country. How do we make it easier for them to export? And that's where this buyer-seller meet and having people like Dr. Sahai here are our export basket to start exporting products that so far have not been exported from here. Having guests from various parts of the country, various parts of the world represented at this buyer-seller meet. We have more than 30 foreign buyers from, if I'm not mistaken, 14 or 15 different countries. That in itself affords us an opportunity. It affords us an opportunity to try and understand what it is you want, what are the products you are looking for, and try and tailor some of what we do to meet your requirements. And therefore, it's good that this buyer-seller meet also includes something new this time, which is Know Your Artisan. So we don't just want you to see the shawl. We want you to see the person behind the shawl. We don't just want you to see what a Kashmiri carpet looks like. We want you to meet the person who weaves that carpet, who has that magic in their fingers. Because to see the finished product is one thing. To meet the person or the people who actually do the work that makes that product possible gives you a story that otherwise you would not be able to tell. So this buyer-seller meet in many respects is different from previous ones in terms of the number of people and the groups that are participating, and also the way in which it is done. So I'm hopeful that this two-day buyer-seller meet will be of advantage both to the sellers as well as to the buyers. To our guests who have come from outside of Jammu and Kashmir, I can only apologize for the weather. It is not normally so warm in Kashmir. I do understand that tent is actually warmer than it is outside, and we're trying to see what in the immediate term we can do, including lifting some of the side curtains to allow the breeze to move so that you'll be a little bit more comfortable. Next year, we will try and work with Theo to get slightly better dates so that perhaps in the spring or in the autumn, when our weather is also better, we can do this. But at the moment, I'm grateful that all of you are here. यहाँ पे जो हमारे लोग इसमें हिस्सा ले रहे हैं जम्मू कश्मीर से, जो सेलर की सूरत में यहाँ इकट्ठे हुए हैं, ये आप सबों को फायदा पहुंचाने के लिए किया गया है, ताकि आपको इनके मुल्कों तक पहुंचने की ज़रूरत ना पड़े अपने सामान को बेचने के लिए। हमारी कोशिश रही कि बजाय ये कि आपको हम यहाँ से वहाँ ले जाएं सामान बेचने के लिए, खरीदार खुद यहाँ आए आपसे मिलने के लिए, आपसे एक रिश्ता कायम करने के लिए, आपको जानने के लिए, देखने के लिए, पहचानने के लिए। और जैसे मैं अभी इन्हें कह रहा था, इस बायर सेलर मीट में हमारी कोशिश ये रही कि हम सामान के साथ साथ सामान बनाने वाले को भी इनके साथ मिलवा दें। जो नो योर आर्टिजन की मैंने बात की, ताकि इनको पता चले कि जो लोग शॉल पे काम करते हैं, जो कालीन पे काम करते हैं, जो पपिया मैशे पे रंग डालते हैं, जो अखरोट के लकड़ी के पीस को जो है उसको सजाते हैं, इनके हाथ में जादू है, तो इनको भी वो उन लोगों को पहचानने का एक मौका मिलना चाहिए। लेकिन उसके साथ साथ मेरी आप सबसे एक मोहतबाना गुजारिश होगी कि इनके साथ थोड़ा सा वक्त गुजारिए, समझने की कोशिश करिए कि इनको क्या चाहिए, क्योंकि ज़रूरी नहीं है कि हम कोई भी चीज़ बनाएं तो ये लोग खरीद लेंगे। अगर हम ये सोच के चलें जनाब हमने तो बना लिया, अब इनकी मजबूरी है, इनको खरीदना पड़ेगा, वो हमारी गलती होगी। हमें वो चीज़ बनाना है और वो चीज़ बनाने की कोशिश करनी चाहिए जिस चीज़ को खरीदने से ये लोग इनकार ना कर सकें। क्या हम वो चीज़ बना सकें जो इनको और कहीं ना मिले, चाहे वो रंग के लिहाज से हो, चाहे वो मटेरियल के लिहाज से हो, या चाहे वो कीमत के लिहाज से हो। हमारी कोशिश रहनी चाहिए कि हम वो चीज़ बनाएं और वो काम करें जिससे ये लोग इनकार ना कर सकें। तो इनके यहाँ मौजूदगी का आप फ़ायदा ले लीजिए। जो फीओ ने यहाँ वर्कशॉप्स ऑर्गेनाइज किए हैं आपको एक्सपोर्ट का प्रोसीजर सिखाने के लिए, उनका फ़ायदा ले लीजिए। और मैं आपको यकीन दिलाता हूँ कि हमारे तरफ से, हुकूमत के तरफ से मुकम्मल कोशिश की जाएगी कि और ज़्यादा एक्सपोर्ट्स को यहाँ से बढ़ावा मिले। डॉक्टर साहिब साहब ने यहाँ इनलैंड कंटेनर टर्मिनल की बात की, जिसके लिए हम मरकज़ी हुकूमत के साथ जो है बात कर रहे हैं। लेकिन उसके साथ साथ मैं मान के चल रहा हूँ कि यहाँ पे हमें एक ड्राई पोर्ट की अशद ज़रूरत है, ताकि यहीं से जो है हमें सामान भेजना जो है और बेचना ज़्यादा आसान पड़ेगा। नहीं तो इस पे भी हम मार खा जाते हैं। सामान हमारा होता है, एक्सपोर्ट हमारा होता है, लेकिन क्योंकि कहीं दूसरे शहर से बाहर चला जाता है तो उनके खाते में गिना जाता। मैं यही विक्रमजीत सिंह साहब से बात कर रहा था यहाँ अंदर आने से पहले। कॉमर्स इंडस्ट्री डिपार्टमेंट जम्मू कश्मीर और कॉमर्स और इंडस्ट्री मिनिस्ट्री गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के एक्सपोर्ट फिगर्स जम्मू कश्मीर को लेके दोनों में अंतर है, क्योंकि हमारा कुछ सामान जो है जब स्टैंप होता है तो दिल्ली से स्टैंप होता है, कहीं और से स्टैंप होता है, हमारा मोहर लगता नहीं, तो हमारे खाते में गिना नहीं जाता। तो हमें जब कहा जाता है एक्सपोर्ट डबल करो, हम जब करते भी हैं तो किसी और के खाते में चला जाता है। तो हमारी मुकम्मल कोशिश है कि वो तमाम प्रोसीजर्स जो हैं वो हम यहीं पे मुकम्मल कर पाएँ, ताकि एक्सपोर्ट जो है आपके लिए करना और ज़्यादा आसान हो। मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आप इस बायर सेलर मीट का जो है फ़ायदा ले सकें। एक बार फिर आपको इसमें हिस्सा लेने पे आपका शुक्रिया।